Assetto Corsa Evo version 0.6 just released, and in this video, I'm focusing on the online racing experience. So I will be driving the Mustang GT3 in one of the daily races at Sebring and looking at how the latest updates impact netcode and predictability, close racing behavior, suspension modeling, and overall immersion. I will also compare some aspects with Le Mans Ultimate, which is currently, in my opinion, one of the strongest benchmarks for online racing. So, version 0.6 brings a mix of content and underlying improvements, along with new cars and Sebring. There are updates to multiplayer systems, physics, and suspension modeling. A key focus in this update is improving netcode stability and prediction, which I think directly affects how cars behave relative to each other in online sessions. And that is one of the main reasons behind me making this video, just to share that with you guys, how one of my online daily race session went. These are not just background changes I would like to highlight, they have a noticeable impact when racing in traffic. So starting with online experience and netcode, there is a clear improvement in how cars behave during close racing. In previous versions, I still remember there were situations where positioning felt slightly inconsistent, especially under braking or when running side by side. That made it difficult to fully trust what you were seeing. But with version 0.6, car positioning and movement feel more stable and predictable. During this race, for example, following another car closely is more consistent, side-by-side corner entry feels more reliable, and minor corrections from other drivers translate more naturally. This improves confidence significantly. You can commit to moves with a better understanding of how the situation will develop. That said, there are still some inconsistencies in edge cases, particularly with small contacts. It's improved, I would say, but not fully resolved. So if I compare this to Le Mans Ultimate, there are still differences, because Le Mans Ultimate currently offers slightly more consistent netcode behavior and a more stable feel in very close high-speed situations. However, Assetto Corsa Evo is moving closer. Like, one key difference is how the cars behave under load. Evo tends to feel slightly more dynamic, with more movement in the chassis and suspension, especially under braking and over uneven surfaces. So at this stage, Le Mans Ultimate has the advantage in overall online stability, but Evo 0.6 shows clear progress and is becoming more competitive. Now if I talk about suspension modeling, and especially Sebring, Sebring is a really strong test for suspension modeling due to its uneven surfaces and heavy bumps. Version 0.6 includes updates to suspension behavior, including improved load transfer and more detailed response from the chassis. There is a lot of technical stuff written in the release notes, but overall, what I got is there's some improvement in suspension. So in the Mustang GT3, this is noticeable in several areas, like braking zones where the car compresses over bumps, mid-corner sections where surface changes affect balance, and corner exits where traction is influenced by small oscillations. The car communicates more clearly through these phases. You can feel how the suspension is working to maintain grip. I think this is particularly important at Sebring, where setup and compliance play a major role in the lap times and consistency. Another important improvement is how the car behaves when racing closely over uneven surfaces. Previously, bumps combined with close proximity could create unpredictable situations, But now in this version, there is a better alignment between what you see and how the car reacts. So this makes it easier to hold position alongside another car and manage braking zones in traffic. I mean, there are still again occasional inconsistencies, but overall, the experience is more controlled. From a visual perspective though, Sebring is well represented. The track feels very lively, surface details, lighting and overall environment contributes to a more, immersive experience. There are also performance improvements reported with this update, which help maintain stability during online races with multiple cars on the track. This combination of visuals and smoother performance improves overall consistency during longer sessions. I would say there are still areas that need development, like further refinement of netcode in edge cases, more consistency in minor contact situations, and continued improvements to multiplayer structure and matchmaking. But as an early access title, this level of development is expected. Overall, I would say Assetto Corsa Evo 0.6 represents a meaningful step forward for online racing. The improvements to netcode, predictability, and suspension modeling are noticeable during actual race conditions. While it is not yet at the level of more, stable, established platforms in every area, the direction is clear. If future updates continues at this pace, I think Evo has the potential to become a strong competitor in online sim racing. Let me know in the comments what your experience has been with 0.6 so far, especially in online races. It would be interesting to see how consistent these improvements feel across different conditions and grids. If you found this useful, consider subscribing for more sim racing content, and I will be covering future updates as Evo continues to develop. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.